Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese, coming to you live across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. It's Game 5 between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. A look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Philadelphia with a 3-1 series lead over Washington. Atlanta up 3-1 as well over New York. A couple days ago, it was Milwaukee sweeping Miami. And the Bucks await the winner of this series as Brooklyn have a 3-1 lead on Boston. We'll see what Game 5 has in store as the series shifts back to Brooklyn at Barclays Center tonight. The Nets hungry to finish this one off and avoid a return back to TD Garden. And when it comes to most points scored by a trio in NBA playoff history, well, with 104 points in Game 4 on Sunday between Durant, Irving, and Harden combined, they tied the record. Only two other trios did such a thing. Wilkins, Whitman, Webb, Havlicek, Cowens as well did it for the Celtics back in the day, but it's been a while since a trio has scored that many points. The Nets starting lineup looks like this: Durant, Harris, Griffin, Irving, and Harden. Meanwhile, for the Boston Celtics, still no Robert Williams or Kemba Walker, so they go with Evan Fournier, Jason Tatum, Tristan Thompson, Romeo Langford, and Marcus Smart. We're ready to tip it off at Barclays Center. Game 5 is underway as Thompson wins the opening tip, and the Celtics begin tonight's action with their first possession of the night. Here's Jason Tatum on the right wing. Tatum cross court, Smart a three, no good, and Irving's there for the rebound. Brooklyn won both games 1 and 2 at Barclays Center. Lost game 3, but then took game 4, a chance to clinch the series tonight as Irving will launch from deep. That shot is blocked, and it falls to Thompson. Here's Jason Tatum now. Tatum with the drive, lays it in with the right hand, an easy 2 points for Jason Tatum, and the Celtics are the first ones on the board. We'll see what type of start the Celtics can get off to. Of course, it was a close game through one quarter on Sunday night, but then Brooklyn just absolutely took off after that. Here's James Harden taking it to the rack, and the layup is good. We're squared at 2. What's going on, Ben? Thanks so much for tuning in, Ben. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, let's go down swinging. We might as well, as Thompson cuts to the basket. Another layup, and Boston reclaimed the lead. Here's Kyrie Irving. Open look from 3. He can't convert, and Fournier is there for the rebound. Here's Evan Fournier. Picks up the dribble, finds Romeo Langford. Langford replacing Kemba Walker again in the starting lineup tonight. Kicked out to Smart. Smart the pump fake. Takes it into the elbow and knocks down the shot. Marcus Smart puts the Celtics up by 4. Mid-range jumper converted. And Blake Griffin has a bit of trouble handling the pass. Able to keep it. Now finds Harris. Steps into a 3. Can't connect. The Nets a bit shaky from outside to start this game. A lob inside by Tatum to Thompson. Thompson's guarded by Griffin. Poked away by Blake Griffin. Corralled by Langford. Langford will take it in and lays it in with the right hand. A nice finish from Romeo Langford, and Boston have a 6-point lead. Here's Harden the other way. Coast to coast. His layup is good. The left-handed finish from James Harden. Celtics lead it by 4. Now Smart hands it off to Jason Tatum. Tatum, the floater, well short. Offensive rebound, but Thompson had it stripped away by Irving. Now Durant takes it across half court. Back to James Harden, 3 minutes in. Harden, a 3, no good. Tatum the rebound. He pushes it ahead. Langford to Smart. His 3 off the mark. Smart looking for a foul. Didn't get the call. Now Durant out to Harden. Harden drives. The layup is good as Fournier took a big fall. It's James Harden who is off to a good start, excuse me. Now here's Tatum the other way. Celtics leading by 2. Still not a whistle in this game. Deep three, no good. And there is our first whistle as Thompson's fouled. A little bump from behind by Kevin Durant. Celtics will keep possession. And just going back to a few plays ago, Tatum was clutching that right knee of his. Something to keep an eye on, and definitely a concerning sign. Hopefully it's nothing serious as the Celtics turn it over. The steal by Harden. Here's James Harden to Kevin Durant. Durant into the lane. Tough shot. Doesn't get the bounce. Now it's Tatum the other way. Tatum gets by Harden, kicks it out. Wide open look, and Smart can't hit the three. Harden pushes it ahead. Irving all alone throws it down. It's a tie game at 8. An easy 2 points in transition for Kyrie Irving. His first points of the night. Now Fournier, turnaround 3, connects. Evan Fournier knocks down the first 3 of the game for either team. 11-8, Celtics on top. Irving finds Griffin. He hands it off to Harris. Harden back to Harris. Pump fake. Takes it inside. Layup is good. Joe Harris with some aggressive play. It's now a 1-point game. Smart hands it off to Tatum. Tatum top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Tatum to the left wing. Langford, step back 3. No. Gets his own rebound and can't finish. Another offensive rebound. Tristan Thompson battling through and drawing the foul on the shot. First free throws of the game on the way as Thompson was fouled by Irving. A timeout on the floor. The Celtics with a 1-point lead early. It's an elimination game for Boston. Brooklyn looking to clinch the series tonight. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Ben. I can't stand how they shoot so many threes when they're so inconsistent from 3. I'm 100% with you on that. 11-10, Boston on top. I'll be back after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Just under 5 minutes played. A 1-point Celtics lead in Game 5 of this first-round series. Yeah, I know, Ben. I've been seeing all of the reactions from Celtics fans and ex-players. And, yeah, a majority of them certainly seem pretty unhappy about Kyrie stomping on the logo. I mean, I thought it was just childish from Kyrie and disrespectful, unnecessary, but whatever. If Kyrie Irving wants to do that, I guess he can. I mean, whatever. I think he just did it to try to irritate the Celtics as Tristan Thompson knocks down the first free throw. Sean Marks, the general manager of the Brooklyn Nets, watching on up in his suite at Barclays Center for this one. Thompson connects on both free throws. The Celtics grab a 3-point lead, 13-10 the score, just over 5 minutes played in this one from Brooklyn, New York. Here's Blake Griffin, guarded by Thompson. Griffin turns and finishes with the left hand. The Nets continue to get to the basket. We saw them do that often in Game 4 at TD Garden the other night. Here's Jason Tatum. Looks like they just took a Celtics point away as Romeo Langford hits the corner three. The only reason I can think of why they did that is because perhaps they reviewed the three-pointer from Fournier, I believe it was, and perhaps his foot was actually on the line. So it's now a 16-12 lead rather than a 17-12 lead. Here's James Harden. Harden for three. Foul call. The shot won't go, but he'll have 3 free throws upcoming. Yeah, exactly. It was a full house. And hey, he certainly got one fan angry who threw a water bottle at him, which was also stupid from that fan. Harden with 6 points. 2 assists early on, make it 7 points as he sinks the first free throw. The water ball didn't hit Kyrie, but it was close to hitting him. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's not much for me to really say about it, to be honest with you. It is what it is. There's some idiot fans, and then Kyrie Irving is, I just can't stand the guy. So all 3 free throws are good. It's a 1-point game. Celtics by 1. Here's Fournier. Fournier guarded by Harden, top of the key. Now at the left side, it's Marcus Smart. Smart picks up the dribble, finds Fournier. Fournier drives, lost the ball on his way up, knocked out of bounds, I should say, by Brooklyn. It will stay in possession of Boston. Just 2.8 seconds remain on the shot clock, however. So Boston will have to work quickly here. Corner 3 on the way. Smart unable to connect. Johnson the rebound. Now it's Irving. Tough shot, got it to go. Quick 2 points in transition for Brooklyn. They lead by 1. Here now is Marcus Smart. Smart out to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Durant, launches from deep. It's a swoosh. Jason Tatum for 3. And the Celtics reclaim a 2-point lead. Irving at the right wing finds Harris. Harris takes it strong, rejected by Thompson. Offensive recovery, though. Johnson can't connect. Griffin battling for the rebound. Last off of him, Celtics ball. And down for Boston appears to be Aaron Nesmith, excuse me. I think Blake Griffin on accident sent him down hard, and he might have bumped his head on the hardwood. I'm not entirely sure. as Nesmith, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, gets up to his feet. Oh, no, he got poked in the eye. That's what it was. Appears to be all right. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Celtics with a 2-point edge over the Brooklyn Nets. Game 5, the Brooklyn Nets leading the series 3-1 as Smart finds Tatum, Tatum's 3 no good. Offensive rebound. Smart again. Can't connect. Landry Shamet pulls down the rebound. Here's Durant into the lane. Puts it in. The right-handed finish from Kevin Durant. And we're tied at 19. Here now is Tatum. Right-handed layup. Rolls out. And it's off of Brooklyn. It stays Celtics ball. 14 on the shot clock. And Brad Stevens will call a timeout. We're all tied. 3:41 left in the opening quarter of play. Action continues from Barclays Center in a moment. Yeah, I agree, Ben. He's definitely a difficult and strange character, Kyrie Irving. Yep, I'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. 19-19 early on in Game 5. Welcome back, everybody. What a big series it's been for Kevin Durant. In 4 games so far, has averaged 34.8 points per game, 55.6% shooting, 45.5% from 3. In the restricted area, entering tonight this series, he's gone 10 of 14. He obviously can shoot really from anywhere, to be quite honest, as With 3:40 left in the quarter, the Celtics inbound, but it's a backcourt violation. Pritchard could not save it, and out of the timeout. That's not what the Celtics had planned off the inbounds pass as the Nets take over just inside midcourt. Irving into Johnson. Shamet back to Johnson. Pulls up from the elbow. That won't fall. Smart the rebound. This game tied at 19. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum, nice spin move. Fade away. Good. Jason Tatum puts the Celtics in the lead. 3 minutes left in the opening quarter of play. Tatum now with 7 points. Claxton a spin move. Good D by Nesmith. Shot too strong. Claxton collects his own rebound. And a foul called underneath. Looks like it will go against Grant Williams. A really nicely executed shot by Jason Tatum at the other end of the floor. See, he stopped on an absolute dime. Spin move and the fadeaway. That's just simply unguardable. You can't defend that. Durant's double team, passes it to Shamet. His three won't go. Claxton, though, gets it out to Irving. Irving to Johnson, and his three is good at last. The Nets, who've struggled early from beyond the arc, finally connect. A right wing triple by Tyler Johnson puts the Nets up by 1. Foul called, meanwhile, against Brooklyn. Johnson seems a bit baffled at the decision as James Harden re-enters for the Nets. 2:27 left in the opening quarter of play. 1 point game, but obviously we saw the same story on Sunday where it was a 1 point game at the end of the first quarter, and we all know what happened after that. Still a lot more of this game to be played. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum picks up the dribble, finds Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith the drive, and Durant got a hand to that one. A block, and now Harden the other way. No look pass. Durant lays it in. From a nice defensive play to a bucket at the other, a beautiful pass by Harden, who's been the playmaker, the primary playmaker this series, as Smart has it stripped away. And now Johnson with a good look from the corner. Can't hit the three. Tatum secures the rebound for Boston, as Tatum will now slow it down. Celtics trailing by 3. Time winding down in the opening quarter. About 90 seconds left. Here's Tatum, left wing 3. Too strong off the back iron. Johnson's there for the rebound. Here now is Irving, one-on-one with Nesmith. Irving blows by Nesmith and converts the reverse layup. Some nifty ball handling from Kyrie Irving. Now here's Peyton Pritchard. Step back triple. Off the mark, and Harden's there for the rebound. Final minute of the quarter. Harden takes it strong. Foul called, and he'll shoot 2. Yeah, I suppose, Ben, yeah. I mean, you know, Tatum's a superstar, so, and we all know that. So, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying for sure. But, I mean, that reliance on him to score is certainly one of the big issues with this team. But I see what you're saying, how, you know, it helps him personally, since he's had some big playoff games. But, yeah, I mean, obviously the team as a whole, a lot of work to be done as Harden knocks down the first free throw. He's already in double digits, 10 points, looking for 11 here, and he gets it. 28-21 Brooklyn. Into the final minute of the first quarter. Here's Fournier. Now Grant Williams. Williams hands it off to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard to Fournier. Left wing three. No good. Offensive rebound. The putback is good, plus the foul. Grant Williams with a three-point play opportunity. Kyrie Irving committing the foul. What's going on, Young? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, no Kemba tonight again. Yeah, Kemba Walker out with a knee injury, I believe it is. So, I don't know. I guess that injury is somewhat severe. This is the second consecutive game that he's been forced to miss. Both free throws good from the Celtics. Now Irving launches and connects on a three. First three for Kyrie. Now Fournier to the corner. That shot won't fall. Now Irving pushing it the other way. The shot clock is off, and the Nets will wisely slow it down. Here's James Harden. Harden's guarded by Fournier. 5 seconds left. Harden out of pressure. Shamet's pass deflected and stolen by Langford. Langford will launch from beyond half court. That's off the mark, and that is the conclusion of quarter one. What's the mood in Boston like? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of anger and frustration. I mean, overall, with the lack of meaningful changes made with the need to make meaningful changes, and the just overall the lack of ability of this team to put up any kind of fight. I mean, we did see some fight. I'll give them credit in game 3, which they won, but outside of that, it's been frustrating. Obviously, the Nets are the far better team. I mean, everyone here in Boston, we expected to get swept. The main talking point here in Boston is all about the Bruins, to be quite honest with you. But obviously, a lot of conversation is about Kyrie Irving and all of that too, rather than the Celtics themselves regarding this series in particular. But yeah, it's a very frustrated fan base. Obviously, Boston sports fans are very passionate fans who expect to win because the city has won so many championships. So yeah, there's a lot of frustration. A lot of them want to see changes made, for sure. I'll be back after a quick break. The second quarter just around the corner. It's the Nets leading Game 5. We're heading to quarter number 2, 31-24, Brooklyn on top. Let me adjust the scoreboard and get it correct as the Nets can possess, I should say, a 7-point lead heading into the second quarter. Brooklyn looking to end the series tonight. It's the Celtics' seventh straight playoff appearance, but their last first-round exit was all the way back in 2015 and 16. It's been a team who's made it to the Eastern Conference Final 3 of the last 4 years, but on the verge of a first-round exit. Yeah, I'm with you, Young. The Heat were a surprise last year for sure, and maybe a surprise this year for how bad they were. I think the bubble definitely helped them, no home court advantage and all of that, as Claxton will throw it down for the Nets right out of the break to get the second quarter underway. By the way, Jason Tatum is currently being evaluated by the medical staff. I mentioned early on in the game he was clutching that right knee of his, so an injury concern for Tatum as Jabari Parker knocks down the hook shot. And Tatum continues to be looked at, clearly in quite a bit of discomfort. He was clutching his knee earlier, but it looks like his foot is being evaluated. I'll keep you updated on that. The mid-range shot won't fall for Joe Harris. Now it's Peyton Pritchard the other way. Pritchard to the corner. Grant Williams a three. That won't go. Rebound by Johnson. If there's no Jason Tatum in the lineup, well, the Celtics are going to struggle to find their offense as Harden misses a three. Boston in transition. Parker lays it in. Nice couple of points in transition by Boston. It's a 5-point game. Here's Johnson guarded by Pritchard. Early stages of quarter two. This is Claxton. Now Shamet over to Harden. Harden the lob. Claxton can't throw it down. Offensive rebound. Harden misses the floater from close range. And now it's secured by Grant Williams. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard picks up the dribble. Out it goes to Fournier. Deep two. Connects. Evan Fournier with the deep two, and it's a 3-point game. Yeah, exactly, Young. Tatum pretty much carries their offense just about entirely. Boston shooting 3 of 17 from 3. Brooklyn 2 for 9. Just way too many 3-point attempts from Boston. Here's Landry Shamet, and he banks it home. A 3-pointer bank shot. 36-30, Brooklyn by 6. Here's Pritchard dribbling the baseline. Out it goes to Grant Williams. And Williams has it knocked loose by Claxton. It stays with the Celtics, 12 on the shot clock. 9:13 left in the half. Yeah, I know. I can't stand how Marcus Smart just chucks up threes after three, even when he consistently misses them. That shot won't go for Grant Williams. The fall away off the mark after Fournier got the offensive rebound. Here's Harden. Another great pass. And throwing it down is Landry Shamet. It's an 8-point Brooklyn lead. Here now is Peyton Pritchard. Long-range shot. It's good. Peyton Pritchard with an important three, and heading over to the scores table is Jason Tatum. It looks like he's set to come back in after an injury scare as Claxton's denied. Now Pritchard the other way. On a fast break are Boston. Pritchard to the corner. Parker a three. Yes! Back-to-back threes from Boston. And just like that, the Brooklyn lead is down to 2. Parker with 7 points on a perfect 3 of 3 shooting so far. Here's James Harden. Harden will be fouled. The call against Parker. And so free throws on the way as Harden goes to the line. First free throw knocked down. Second one to come. 7:59 left in the second quarter, and thanks everyone for tuning in tonight as the NBA playoffs continue. We get to the latter parts of all the first round series. Just one series concluded. That was Milwaukee sweeping Miami, of course, but a lot of series could come to a close in the next couple of days. Both free throws good. Yeah, Harden with 6 assists. Here's Parker who draws the foul called against Griffin. And Jabari Parker will shoot 2. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Young. Harden has actually been quite unselfish in this postseason so far. He actually had a career high in assists the other night, which he had like something crazy, like 16 assists or something like it. Maybe 18, I forget. I wrote an article recapping the game, and I definitely mentioned it, but I forget the number. Steve Nash, of course, in his first season as Nets head coach, Brooklyn broke a franchise playoff record with scoring 141 points in their Game 3 victory over the Celtics on Sunday night. Yeah, already 2 blocks as well. Yeah, Harden is going off tonight so far. Here is James Harden with the ball. Here's a 3. It's good. James Harden heating up. The lead is 5 for Brooklyn. 16 points, 6 assists. Now here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard on the left wing. Crossover move, lob, and the finish. Banked home by Romeo Langford. Good ball movement from the Celtics. Looks like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are set to re-enter shortly. 7 minutes left in the second quarter now. Harden over to Harris. Harris knocks down the triple. What's up, Luxers? Thanks for stopping by. Joe Harris makes his first 3-pointer of the game. Parker from the corner can't convert. Nets are up 46-40, Luxers. Here's a pass inside for Bruce Brown. Brown misses the layup. And Tatum secures the rebound. Tatum for 3. No good. And Griffin's there for the rebound. Down on the floor now. Diving for it is Pritchard. And getting there was Harris, but he was out of bounds, so it will be Celtics ball. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks, Crow, for tuning in. I appreciate that. And we'll have a timeout called. 6:20 left in the half. Brooklyn with a slim 6-point lead. 46-40 the score from Barclays Center. The Nets trying to close this series out tonight. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Yeah, I wish Luxers that Garnett could come out of retirement to save us. Oh man, I loved Kevin Garnett so much. I love watching that guy play. And over on Twitch, thanks Bootleg Cereal for joining. You're not really a sports fan, but this is interesting. Well, I appreciate that, and I apologize, folks, that the scoreboard never went up. I'll fix that right now just to give you an update on the score. It is 46-40. Brooklyn on top midway through the second. And a quick foul. It'll stay with Brooklyn. Not a shooting foul here as it was on the floor. A foul on Brooklyn is what I meant to say. Here is Smart, an air ball three. Pritchard saves it, and Parker banks it in. Excuse me. Wow, what a save by Peyton Pritchard along the baseline. None of the Nets saw that coming. 7-second chance points for Boston in this game. Here's Kyrie Irving. Irving to Griffin, inside to Durant. Fall away, won't fall. And now it's Parker the rebound. Here's Parker, mid-range shot, no good. Harden takes it the other way. Who do I think is the next Kevin Garnett? Oh, I don't know if there'll be a next Kevin Garnett. Yeah, I was just saying that, Luxers. You read my mind. I was just in the middle of saying that I don't think there'll be another Kevin Garnett. He was just such a special player. Yeah. I haven't really seen or don't currently see a player like Kevin Garnett. He was just special in his own right. 4-point Brooklyn lead. Harden in possession. 5:20 left in the half. Here's Kevin Durant. Durant for three. Got it. Kevin Durant from downtown. The Nets lead is 7. Now it's Marcus Smart the other way. That's an errant pass over the head of Parker. Smart tried to recover. But it's off his knee, and Boston turn it over. Harden bounce pass to Durant. Takes one dribble. Mid-range shot. Unable to connect, and now Smart sends the ball ahead for Jason Tatum. Tatum guarded by Griffin. Charges in. The shot won't go. And an offensive foul called against Tristan Thompson. So had Tatum made the shot, it wouldn't have counted anyway. Nets lead by 7 with the basketball. Harden breaking free, taking it in and throwing it down. The left-handed jam, and the Nets take a 9-point lead as a timeout is called by Brad Stevens. 4:22 left in the second quarter. Harden not playing around tonight. He's all about business. 51-42 the score. I'm back after the timeout. Welcome back. The Nets with a 9-point advantage. 4:22 left in the half. As the fans at Barclays Center wave their towels as we look at the upcoming NBA playoff schedule. A lot to look forward to. Tomorrow, 4 games on the docket. At 7 Eastern, Washington faces Philadelphia. 7:30, Atlanta, New York. 9:30, Memphis takes on Utah. And then at 10, it's Dallas against the Clippers. 4 Game 5s to look forward to tomorrow night. What a slate. Here's Fournier. And that one rattles in. Shot from the baseline by Evan Fournier. 51-44. Harden gets it back from Brown. Now Griffin hands it off to Irving, and Smart goes down. An offensive foul is called against James Harden. And Smart will be slow to get up here. I'd like to see the replay. It was an off-the-ball incident. Smart needs a moment to get up. Brad Stevens asking him if he needs to come out for a little bit, and we all know Marcus Smart's answer to that. Oh, yeah. Harden caught him right in the face. Elbow to the face there. That one's going to stink. Yeah, that's correct, Luxers. It's 2-2 in the Mavericks-Clippers series. Yeah, that's that series is very interesting. The away team has won every game. Now it's the Clippers with all the momentum. That shot won't fall for Tatum. Offensive rebound by Smart. Now here's Fournier into the paint. Out to the corner. Langford back to Fournier. 5 to shoot. Now it's Smart. Pump fake. Launches for 3. That rattles in. Marcus Smart with a big 3-pointer. And the Nets lead is down to 4 as Smart has some chirping to do after the make. His first 3 on 7 attempts. Well, one was bound to fall eventually as Durant's pass is knocked away. And it's last touched by Bruce Brown. The Celtics take over. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum out to Smart. He has another 3-point attempt, his 8th of the game. This one is no good. Irving, quick release. His 3 is good. And the Nets are back up by 7. Now it's Jason Tatum driving the baseline. Nice finish with the right hand, taking it all the way to the rim. 5-point ball game. At the other end is James Harden. Harden taking it strong, rejected. Tristan Thompson with the block. And now Tatum's fouled by Harris. It'll stay Boston ball with still 19 seconds remaining on the shot clock. This is inbounded to Smart. Now here's Tristan Thompson. Bounce pass to Smart in the far corner. Smart with Harris on him. Gets the foul. And that will require... No, they'll rule it a foul on the floor. Excuse me. I thought that would be ruled a shooting foul, but not the case. I'm not sure. Looked like a shooting foul to me. Celtics keep possession nonetheless. Langford to Smart. And that was a wild pass. Thompson took a fall under the hoop, and now it's Irving the other way. Nice move, and the right-handed finish off the window. 56-49. Under 90 seconds left in the half. Irving now with 14 points on the night. Tatum's picked up by Harris. Tatum to the corner. Smart's three is blocked, but Durant unable to stay in bounds. Marcus Smart's mad about something. I thought they called it off of Durant. But apparently they've overturned the decision. Oh, they called a foul on Smart. They said he pushed Kevin Durant out. I don't know about that. That's why Smart was frustrated. Interesting call there. Irving putting on the moves. Can't convert on the shot, but a foul called against Langford, and Irving will shoot two. Well, it was some solid defending from Langford as Irving was putting on the crossover moves, then the fadeaway shot. But in the end, Langford called for the foul. Irving trying to add on to his 14 points with these two free throws. He misses the first. And that's the first missed free throw of the entire postseason for Kyrie Irving. Grant Williams checks back in. So does Peyton Pritchard. Romeo Langford and Tristan Thompson make way. Now the second free throw attempt by Irving. Brooklyn now in the bonus, by the way, with just 61 seconds left in the half. Irving's shot is good. It's an 8-point game. Tatum driving forward, fouled by Durant. A strong take by Tatum, and he earns a trip to the stripe with 53 seconds now left in the half. It's game 5. Brooklyn with a 3-1 series lead, an elimination game for the Celtics as they look to salvage their season. Romeo Langford will re-enter for Boston after Tatum converted the first free throw. You also knock down the second. 6-point game. Harden to Irving. Irving's three off the mark. A reminder that coming up next, it's the halftime report. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Fournier, nice find. Langford misses the corner three. And it's Durant controlling the rebound. Harden slows down the offense, guarded by Grant Williams. 8 to shoot, and an off-the-ball foul. As I mentioned, the Nets over the limit, and so Harris will have a pair of free throws. Harris makes the first free throw. Here comes the second attempt. And he'll make both. Kemba Walker, of course, watches on from the sideline. A helpless situation for him. He has a bone bruise on that same knee that he had issues with last season. 3 seconds left in the half. Tatum needs to put it up and does. Can't hit, and that is the half. 59-51, the Brooklyn Nets with an 8-point lead over the Boston Celtics from Barclays Center. It's lose And you go home for the Celtics. It's win, and you move on to the second round for the Nets. Brooklyn with an 8-point edge at the break. The halftime report is coming your way on the other side. Don't go anywhere. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. You like pasta, okay? Very good. Over on Twitch, pasta's pretty good. I'm not like a huge pasta guy, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. 59-51. Nets over the Celtics. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. It's game 5 of this first round series, and we look at James Harden's production so far tonight. 18 points from him on 56% shooting, 7 of 7 at the line, 9 assists, whereas the rest of the team had 41 points, 47% shooting, 3 of 4 at the line, and just 4 assists. That's what really stands out to me. The playmaking of James Harden, which has been quite evident so far in this series. We saw, was it in game? I forget which game it was, where James Harden had a career high in assists, but it was game 3 on no, it was game 4, excuse me, on Sunday. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up. That's right. Yesterday was a holiday. That's why I'm all thrown off. It's Tuesday today. Yep, that was in game 4 on Sunday, where James Harden had a career high in postseason assists, and a similar story tonight, 9 assists through the first half. So he's on pace for 18, which is, I believe, how many assists he had the other night at TD Garden. Yeah, overall, I thought the Nets were pretty much in control throughout this first half. I know the lead is just 8, but the way Brooklyn are playing, I don't even think they've played their best basketball tonight yet. I still feel like they can take it up a gear. I really do. I mean, the problem with Boston is they're just struggling to find ways to find any consistency on offense. I mean, we had Tatum out for a little while as he had that nagging injury that was checked out, but then Tatum came back in. But, I've said it earlier in the series, and it's obvious. Tatum can't do everything by himself. I mean, he needs some help. And the Celtics just simply haven't been good enough on the offensive end. They've been okay defensively. I mean, I'd still like to see them allow less than 59 points and a half, but against this Brooklyn team, you'll probably take that. But the offense has to keep up simply. And, they're within reach, of course, but I don't know. The Celtics at one point, they'll need to string together some type of run, make a few big defensive stops. The Nets continue to get to the rim with ease, really, at times. Not all the time, but they have on multiple occasions. And in particular, the transition play of Brooklyn has looked sharp, and some really nice assists from Harden, some no-look passes. Brooklyn's certainly looking comfortable, and you know very well that this Brooklyn team wants to take care of business tonight. They don't want the series to go back to Boston. They want to wrap it up tonight and move on to the second round with the Milwaukee Bucks awaiting. I certainly expect the Nets to finish off the job in the second half. You never know, though. You never know. So, but for Boston, they need some type of spark, and I just don't see where it's going to come from. It's going to need to be a heck of an effort. I thought both teams, they definitely limited their fouls much more than in the previous game and even game 3. There are a lot of trips to the line in the past couple of games this series. Not particularly the case tonight. There was still a good amount of free throws, but neither team got into the bonus in each quarter until like around 2 or 1 minute left. So I think that'll be a key for Boston. You can't commit too many fouls. Of course, sometimes you have no choice because the Nets can just be so lethal. Whoever it is with the ball in his hands, accelerating to the basket, sometimes you have to foul. But you don't want to put them into the bonus early on in the quarter because this is a good free throw shooting team, especially, the likes of Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant. The whole trio are solid at the line. So that'll certainly be a key for Boston. The Celtics overall had their backs to the wall. Not really anyone expecting them to extend the series. So they've got nothing to lose. They're playing with house money, so you might as well go out there and put forth a good effort at least. As Ben said at the beginning of the stream, let's go down swinging. That's exactly right. Hopefully, the Celtics can make this a game here in the second half and maybe pull off the upset victory. You never know. But the Nets certainly in control with the 59-51 lead. We'll see what the second half has in store. I'll be back on the other side of a quick break to get you set for the second half of action from Barclays Center. It's an 8-point Brooklyn lead as they have an opportunity to close out this series tonight. I'll be back in a moment. It's the NBA playoffs. Welcome back into the halftime report. An 8-point lead for the Brooklyn Nets. A reminder that still to come later tonight, it'll be the Lakers and the Suns in a pivotal Game 5. Anthony Davis questionable with a groin injury. This series tied at 2 apiece as the Suns welcome the Lakers to Phoenix. What a game that should be out west in that epic first-round series that we've seen, unfortunately, filled with plenty of injuries. So not all of the firepower that we were expecting to see on display in that series, but just about, and it's been a fun series so far, the Suns and the Lakers. Meanwhile, in this game between the Celtics and Nets, still a whole nother half to be played in Game 5, and I'll go back out to Barclays Center next. The second half of action on the way. Brooklyn up by 8. Welcome back in, everybody. We are set to start the second half from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. What's going on, Rude Boy TV? Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated, man. And we're off and running in the third quarter. Brooklyn in possession. Here's Joe Harris. Harris out to Harden. Now Durant a three. That's blocked by Tatum. Smart pushes ahead for Tatum. Tatum steps back for the three. That won't go. And foul called as Thompson tried to snatch the offensive rebound. A little shove from Griffin, and the Celtics will keep possession. Tatum down low. Thompson kicks it out. Tatum to the corner. Langford's three is good. It's a 5-point game. The Celtics with a nice start to the second half. We'll see if they can somehow build off of that. That went in as the shot clock expired. Griffin finds Irving. Irving top of the key, defended by Thompson. Irving putting on the move. Stop and start. Now back up top for Durant. Durant driving. Shot won't go, and Thompson's there to collect the rebound. Here's Tatum. Can the Celtics get off to a strong start here in the second half? Tatum cross court. Langford a three. Offensive rebound. The putback no good by Thompson. And finally, it's claimed by Joe Harris. James Harden takes it to the rack, and he's denied by Langford. Nice block by Langford, who's certainly looked good tonight. Got the start in place of Kemba Walker. Irving inbounds to Durant, and a foul called as he launched that deep two from the baseline. Free throws coming as Tatum was the one called for the foul. Just getting started here in the second half. You told your dad about me, Rude Boy TV? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate the support, everybody, as Durant connects on both free throws. It's a 7-point Brooklyn lead. Smart bounce pass to Tatum. Now in the corner, Smart into the lane. Out it goes to Tatum. His three, no good. There's Harden for the rebound. Harden with the Euro step. Out it goes to Kevin Durant. Durant backs up, gets the offense organized. Bounce pass for Harden. Harden's guarded by Fournier. Harden takes it in, gets the contact, and the shot falls. Wow, a 3-point play opportunity for Kevin Durant. Much appreciated, Rude Boy TV. That's the plan. Yeah, trust the process. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not even in college yet, so obviously I've got a long way to go and hopefully a successful sports broadcasting career ahead. That's what I hope for anyways, as the free throw is knocked down. The Brooklyn lead is in double figures, 10-point lead. That floater in and out for Tatum. Now taken the other way by the Nets. Harden gets it back from Irving. Now Kevin Durant, guarded by Fournier. Durant out to Harris. Harris, scoop pass, and the one-handed flush. Blake Griffin with the ferocious dunk. All right, I'll see you, Rude Boy TV. Thanks for popping in. And, yeah, I don't blame you for having no hope for the Celtics. I don't blame you. The lead is now a dozen for the Nets, 54, excuse me. Not 44. Here is Fournier. And that runner will fall. Got the fortunate bounce. 3 minutes into the second half. Now it's Blake Griffin. Irving lobs it inside. An easy finish for Blake Griffin cutting to the hole. 68-56. Smart bounce pass. Thompson running in and fouled from behind by Harden. That last bucket, by the way, for Griffin at the other end of the floor was his third field goal, 6 points on the night. Nice cut to the hoop. Meanwhile, at the moment, it's Thompson with 2 free throw attempts. You're rooting for me to become a sportscaster. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. Yep, that's the plan. I mean, I love doing this, so hopefully I can, make connections and get as much experience as possible in the field, and hopefully that will lead to success down the road in a sports broadcasting career. That's the plan anyways, as Thompson knocks down both free throws. Yeah, you're spot on, Luxers. You're spot on. Exactly. Yep. I mean, I think even some Celtics fan, not myself, but like the green teamers who think everything's always okay, I think even they try to force themselves into thinking that the team's good enough. I mean, obviously, that's not nearly the whole fan base, but I know some Celtics fans that are like that think everything's fine and that they don't need to change anything. And I think part of that is because like you say, the GM Danny Ainge convinces them that everything's fine because he doesn't make any moves, and yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Smart will shoot two. First free throw missed, and every free throw at this point for Boston absolutely pivotal as the deficit is 13. He'll go 1 for 2. Smart. It's a 12-point game. 8:15 left in the third quarter. Irving finds Brown. Now handed off to Durant. Kevin Durant spinning. Finding Brown. The high arching shot falls. Nice adjustment by Bruce Brown on the fly for 2 points. Jason Tatum hands it off to Smart. Smart takes it in. Rattles one home off the glass. 73-61. Celtics down by a dozen, needing some type of run. Griffin to Durant. 8 on the shot clock. Durant's guarded by Thompson. 2 to shoot. Durant puts it up. Foul called. A frustrating end result to that possession for Boston. Thompson defended Durant quite nicely, and then as the shot clock was winding down, Durant gets the foul call that he was looking for. And now 2 free throws. First one is good. James Harden taking a seat for Brooklyn. And Durant has no issue knocking down both of his free throws. It's 75-61 Brooklyn. Here now is Jason Tatum. Tatum, nice underhand scoop pass. Smart out to Fournier. Fournier takes it in. Floater won't fall. And Griffin grabs down the rebound. Griffin ahead to Bruce Brown. Brown trying to go back up top, but that pass picked off by Romeo Langford. And Langford will take it in. Foul called as he went up for the layup. Just under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter, and we have a timeout. Brooklyn up by 14. The Celtics with some work to do if they want to keep their season alive. Welcome back in, everybody. Thank you, Jackson, for stopping by. Yeah, Jackson, thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, or rather, hoping that I have been having a good day. My day was good, but now the Celtics are struggling, and unsurprisingly, they are slowly ruining my night, unfortunately. All right, I'll see you, Bootleg Serial. Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Brooklyn are beginning to pull away, Ben. It's not looking pretty as Jabari Parker gets hit on his way to the rim. Foul against Griffin. Parker will have a pair of free throws. But yeah, hope you're having a good day, Jackson. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it will be over. This series will be over in about 45 minutes or so. Parker can't convert the first free throw. The Celtics have had some struggles at the line in the second half. Parker has 11 points, and he misses both free throws. Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn are just simply a way better team than the Celtics. They are. I'm kind of surprised Boston even won a game in this series, if I'm being quite honest, as that low pass gets away from Bruce Brown. Celtics take over. A rare turnover from the Nets, who lead by 14. Right around the midway mark of quarter three. Jabari Parker to Jason Tatum. Tatum back to Parker. He steps in. Deep two, and he connects. Jabari Parker with the bucket. Now it's Kyrie Irving for the Nets. Bounce pass to Durant. Durant finding Griffin, and the one-handed throwdown from Blake Griffin, but it will not count. An offensive foul called against Kevin Durant. Wow. And now that puts the Celtics over the limit, so Smart's going to get free throws at the other end. Durant went into Smart, who was set according to the official. Durant still pleading his case as Smart hits the first free throw. 5:59 left in the third quarter. Both free throws are good. It's a 10-point ball game. Yeah, Cavs in the finals. I assume that's what you were alluding to, Jackson, as that three is off the mark from Brooklyn. Here comes Tatum the other way. Now Langford out to Parker. Which would be more impressive? I don't know. Probably the Celtics, honestly, as Tatum connects on the three-pointer. It's down to a 7-point Brooklyn lead. Obviously, the Cavs 3-1 facing the 3-1 deficit coming back, that was incredible. But at least they had a decent like they were in the finals. They were in the finals, so they were at least a good team. Like the Celtics team, they're just not good. So, but I don't know. That'd be close. Timeout on the floor. The Celtics putting up a fight. They trail by 7. Welcome back. It was a 75-61 Brooklyn lead. That lead is now down to 7, 75-68 the score. As we get ready to resume play out of the Brooklyn timeout, 5:21 left in the third quarter. The Nets with the ball out of the break. Here's Kyrie Irving. Irving into the lane. Puts it in, the right-handed finish. And that's a quick bucket right out of the timeout for the Nets. Smart back for Tatum. Tatum defended by Brown. Tatum bullying his way inside. Finishes with the right hand. Back to a 7-point game. Tatum's going to need to light it up if the Celtics want a chance in this one. Here's Irving onto his left hand. Back to his right. Pulls up from the elbow. Shot won't fall. Rebound hauled in by Nesmith. Tatum spinning. Turns it over. Given away to Bruce Brown, and a quick foul thereafter from Tatum. And Brooklyn, just like Boston, are now in the bonus, so Bruce Brown will shoot free throws. First one is good. Here comes the second attempt. And they'll make both. 79-70, Brooklyn lead. 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Parker looking for Langford, but that's stolen away by Brown. Here's James Harden, guarded by Nesmith. Harden to the corner. Brown a three. That won't fall. Smart collects the rebound. Here's Smart the other way. Nice pass to Langford. And he connects from the corner. He buries a three, and it's now a 6-point game. 79-73. The Celtics putting up a fight here in Game 5. Irving gets it back from Harden. Knocked away, but foul was Irving. Smart called for the foul. A little bit too ambitious there. It was certainly a close one, but Irving will shoot free throws. Yeah, I don't see how on earth that's a foul right there. That looked like all ball to me, but I'm not the referee, am I? So Irving will shoot two. A swoosh on the first attempt. He misses the second, a rare miss at the line for Kyrie Irving. So it remains a 7-point ball game. 3.5 left in the third. Smart has it at the top of the key. Smart gets the ball into the hands of Tatum. Tatum guarded tightly by Shamet. Tatum to the corner. Now Langford finding Nesmith. Corner three. Off the mark. Harden grabs the rebound for Brooklyn. James Harden dancing here with the ball. Gives it up to Durant. Durant to the corner. Wide open look. But Irving can't convert the shot. Wow, what a look that was from Irving. Couldn't capitalize. Now it's Tatum putting on the moves. Finds an open Jabari Parker, but his corner three is short. A couple of good looks on both ends. Haven't been converted. Durant double team, cross court pass. Irving to the corner. Shamet's denied. A Tatum block. It will stay with Brooklyn, but just 6 to shoot with 2:29 left in the third quarter. Tatum got way up there to deny Shamet. Eight blocks for Boston tonight. Irving will inbound from the baseline. A lob into the hands of Durant. Durant will take the deep two, and it's good. 82-73. Kevin Durant right off the inbounds pass with 16 points. And now Durant will, I believe, commit a foul. Nope, just a timeout. Timeout called. 2:16 left in the third quarter. Celtics keeping it close. It's a good one in Game 5. Welcome back in, everybody. A look at the Brooklyn Big Three tonight. 21 points for Harden, 18 for Irving, and 16 for Durant. Those three have accounted for 55 of Brooklyn's 82 points so far. Yeah, Harden is dropping a triple-double. He's been leading the way out of the Big Three. 82-73, Nets by 9. 2:16 left in the quarter. Tatum inbounds to Fournier. Fournier, a risky pass. Tatum will recover in the backcourt. It was deflected by Shamet. Fournier, step back. Now finds Tatum. Tatum drives. Can't finish, but the follow-up is good. Aaron Nesmith for two. Or no, that was Marcus Smart, I believe. Sorry, excuse me. Here's Durant double-teamed. Durant thrown off balance. No foul on the play. Irving to Harden on the right wing. Harden with 3 to shoot. Lobs it up high. Bruce Brown had it knocked away. And now a loose ball claimed by Smart. Smart ahead for Tatum. Celtics only trail by 7. Tatum thought about a 3. Knocked away by Shamet. Tatum recovers. Starts up the dribble once more. The option along the baseline blocked off. His pass thrown away. Now it's Irving in transition. Lost the handle, but does get the whistle. A foul against Nesmith. Well, what a swing that was. We went from the Celtics having a chance to make it a 5 or 4 point game to a turnover, and then Irving getting a trip to the line with 1:11 left in the third. First free throw is good from Irving. Let's go back to this foul. Yeah, there was a little bit of a tug of a tug of the shirt, I should say, from Nesmith. So I'm assuming that's what triggered the whistle. As Irving makes both. It's 84-75 Brooklyn. Celtics need to win to stay alive this season. Tatum hands it off to Smart, and Smart throws it away. An errant pass. I believe he was seeking out Fournier, but it was passed to the left of Fournier, and it's the 8th turnover of the game for the Celtics. Final minute of quarter 3 now. Irving to Durant. Durant with a nice pass down low. Shamet can't hit, but the follow-up is good. Bruce Brown with a bit of cleanup work. Coming into the game, he was young, but he has missed 2 free throws tonight, Kyrie is. Grant Williams, Jason Tatum had the chance, and a foul called on Durant. Yeah, I think you're right, Young. Coming into tonight, he was 100% this series, but he has missed 2 free throws so far in this game. Tatum hits the first free throw. This is just his third free throw. This is his third and fourth free throws of the game. Tatum. Just a second trip to the line. A bit surprising. 37 seconds left in the quarter now. We'll make the second one. It's a 9-point game. What's going on, Joseph? Welcome into the broadcast. Alrighty then. Shamet will inbound. He gets it to Harden. Now it's Harden along the perimeter. 8 on the shot clock. Harden guarded by Tatum, excuse me. Step back 3. Short. Tatum. Sorry, I'm mixing everyone up. Smart the rebound, and now the shot clock is off. Marcus Smart, defended by Shamet. Steps back. Doesn't take the 3. Instead, gets it to Tatum. Tatum at the buzzer. Yes! Jason Tatum, as time expires, knocks down the long-range 2. And it's not a bad way to conclude quarter 3 for the Celtics. They're certainly hanging around. 12 more minutes to play in game number 5 of this first round series. 86-79 Brooklyn. The Celtics keeping it within reach. Fourth quarter is right on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. We're heading to quarter four. 86-79, Brooklyn on top. Can the Nets close out the series tonight in 5 games, or will the Celtics come back and take Game 5 to force a Game 6 back in Boston Thursday night? Those are questions to be answered, and they will be answered in the final 12 minutes of play. The Nets have led for a majority of this game, but the game's certainly still within the reach of Boston, who are currently down by 7. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. In that third quarter, Boston shot 3 of 8 from 3. Brooklyn just 1 of 7 as Fournier will launch from downtown. That won't fall. Harris the rebound. Now here's James Harden. Harden's guarded by the rookie out of Oregon, Peyton Pritchard. Left-handed layup, no good, but a blocking foul called against Evan Fournier. So going to the line is James Harden. That didn't take long in the opening moments of this fourth quarter. Another question is, what if Kemba was playing? Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, though, Walker he hasn't been good at all this whole season. And earlier in the series, he was just not playing well. But you never know. You know, he can once in a while he does put together a good performance, but he just really hasn't helped the team all that much, unfortunately, in this series before his injury, that is. Harden was 1 of 2 at the line there. Here's Fournier. Another 3-point attempt. No good again, but Thompson tries to put it back. Can't convert. And now the Nets will run the floor. Kyrie Irving. Bounce pass outside. This 3 is short. And the rebound contested for. Foul called against Pritchard, so Brooklyn will keep it. Yeah, obviously he's a better starting guard than Langford. There's no denying that. I just don't know if Kemba was playing, I don't know how much of a difference it would really make, to be honest with you. As Harden finds Claxton down low. Another foul. This time it's on Fournier. It's already 3 fouls on Boston in the first 62 seconds of the quarter. Claxton defended by Thompson. Now to Harden. Harden, a 3. Yes. Harden connects from downtown. 90-79 Brooklyn. 25 points for Harden, 9 rebounds, 9 assists as well. He's been leading the way for Brooklyn in this game, as Pritchard is fouled by Landry Shamet. I was talking about at halftime how there weren't many fouls in the first half, but it's been a different story in the second half. Inbounded to Smart. And what a block from behind that was. Claxton with the defensive effort. It'll stay Celtics ball. 8 to shoot. Evan Fournier inbounds to Smart. Wild shot, no good. And the putback is Evan Fournier banks it in, and a foul called also. Wow, a 3-point play opportunity. That was a bit of a wild shot, but Fournier made it work. But he misses the free throw attempt. There's been some free throw misses that could prove to be costly for Boston in this game. They currently trail by 9. Here's Harden. A couple of crossover dribbles. Oh, he's really jazzing it up on Fournier. Shamet finding Harris. Nice scoop pass. And throwing it down ferociously is Nicholas Claxton. The lead is 11 now. Fournier. Floater. No good. Claxton the rebound. Here's Harden. Harden is feeling it right now. Takes it in. What a block that was. Thompson denying James Harden. Now the Celtics running in transition. Wide open look. But before Fournier could release, an offensive foul called against Marcus Smart. There was a big collision there in the paint. It's a bad offensive foul to take for Boston, who are down by 11 with 9:32 remaining. Thanks to everyone who's stopped by tonight to tune in. Shamit's guarded by Pritchard. Harden, Durant rather the lob, and an easy finish for Nicholas Claxton. Durant the playmaker on this occasion. It's a 13-point game. Brooklyn once again starting to open it up. Claxton with 6 points, 4 in the last minute, as Tatum knocks down a triple. Boston needed that. Can they build off of it? That's the question. Tatum has 20 points, under 9 to play. Here's Harden top of the key. Harden backing up. Working on Fournier. Shot is good, but an offensive foul called. Harden went in with the arm. Fournier taking one for the team. And now it looks like Steve Nash is going to challenge the call. So Brooklyn will challenge. A big call here. As of right now, it's 94-84. Brooklyn on top. We have our first challenge of the game. We'll see if it pays off for the Nets. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. And so it turns out that the challenge pays off for Brooklyn. The call overturned. It was originally called an offensive foul on Harden, but they reversed their course. The referees do. And so instead, it will be Harden going to the line, getting one shot following the successful challenge. He converts, and they actually so that'll make it a 13-point game, actually. So they gave Harden the basket. I'll have to look up on what exactly happened, but Brooklyn had 96 instead of 94 as Tatum the other way converts for two. 97-86 now. Here's Durant. Oh, yeah, so that's what happened. So Harden made the shot. I forgot. It was before the commercial break. So Harden made the shot, and so they overturned it to a defensive foul, and so Harden converted the three-point play. Meanwhile, here's Evan Fournier with the and one. He went across the lane, the right-handed finish off the glass, and a foul called against Shamet. The Celtics, right when you think they're down and out, just continue to put up a fight. Fournier to the line for Boston. The Celtics just trying to keep this game close, and Fournier hits the free throw. It's 97-89. Tatum back into the game for the Celtics. They're not done yet. James Harden picks up the dribble, looking for options, gets it to Durant. Durant for three. Yes. Well, what a big three that is. Kevin Durant puts it in. 189. Nets up by 11. Here's Tatum, little stutter step move. The pass thrown away. Bruce Brown a steal. Brooklyn have numbers, and Irving splashes the triple. Back-to-back threes from Brooklyn, and Barclays Center are on their feet. 103-89. The Nets up 14. Timeout, Brad Stevens. Welcome back. The Celtics calling a timeout. First, Kevin Durant knocking down the three, and then Kyrie Irving moments later doing the same. The lead has been extended to 14 for the Brooklyn Nets. 103-89 is the score. And the momentum shifted in a hurry. Now here's Fournier driving the baseline. Reverse layup is good. Nicely done by Fournier. 7 minutes left in quarter four. The Celtics season on the line. How about Harden with the triple-double? 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Harden, the step-back three. Oh, you bet. James Harden getting in on the three-point action. It's a 15-point game now. A 9-2 Brooklyn run is making things desperate for Boston. Here's Tatum. Denied, gets his own rebound. Smart, can't hit from the corner. Now it's Irving the other way. Irving stop and start. Alley-oop. Brown couldn't finish, but gets his own rebound. And the second chance put away. 108-91. It's starting to really get out of hand. Smart, meanwhile, with the aggressive drive, converts the layup. We're exactly midway through quarter four in Brooklyn. Fourth quarter scoring 22-14 Nets. 4 to shoot. Durant takes the contested shot and makes it. Another one for Durant, who's only getting better here in the fourth quarter. 110-93. Fournier will take it in. Easy finish with the left hand. It was an open lane to attack, and Fournier took full advantage. Now Harden getting it to the left wing. Harris along the baseline. Feeds it to Brown. And there's another 2 points for Bruce Brown. 112-95 the score. 5 minutes to play. Smart out to Tatum. Tatum the fake. Now the lob. Thompson comes down with it. And a foul will be called. Free throws coming for Tristan Thompson. As the Celtics trail by 17 now. Thompson can't hit the first one. The free throw struggles continue for Boston. They've been wildly inconsistent, particularly in the second half. Second free throw will fall for Thompson. 112-96. 4:55 left in regulation and maybe in the series. Harden gets it back from Brown. Lobbed up high for Durant, and a foul is called against Evan Fournier. And now Fournier will exit for Boston. Yeah, the Celtics just have failed to find a rhythm. By the way, the reason Fournier is coming out is because that was the sixth foul. So Fournier is fouled out. He's no longer an option the rest of the way as we have a timeout on the floor. Nets now up big, 112-96. Welcome back in, everybody. So during that timeout, or rather during that commercial break, apparently I found out that the Celtics are challenging that foul call against Fournier. Of course, it's an important decision here because if the call is upheld, then Fournier indeed fouls out. But if it's overturned, Fournier will be able to continue. And so we shall see how this one plays out as the referees take a look at the monitor and analyze the replay from multiple angles, multiple times. And so the result will eventually come, but they're certainly taking some time in making their decision. What is the ultimate verdict? Here we go. Looks like they're ready to make their decision. Now we'll listen in. Okay, so Brad Stevens' challenge pays off. It's a successful one. We saw Brooklyn have a successful challenge earlier. Now the Celtics have a successful challenge. Yeah, that was a very dubious decision. Looked like Durant and Fournier were just going at it. No foul needed to be called there. I mean, just let play continue. And so they overturned the decision, jump ball at midcourt to resume play, and they're going to re-jump here. Neither player was able to tip it. Thompson and Durant both missed it. So they'll try again. 4:44 left in this game. And on the retry, Durant tips it back to Irving, and the Nets win possession. Here's Harris. Oh, what a nice find. And an easy finish for Irving, although he didn't make it too easy. Got the bounce off the rim and in, however. 25 points for Kyrie. Romeo Langford over to the left wing. Finds Tatum. Tatum out to Smart. He gives it up to the corner. Fournier, the three. That won't fall. Here come Brooklyn. Durant ahead for Bruce Brown. Marcus Smart tracks back and prevents Brown from going to the bucket. Now here's Harden. Harden top of the key. Wide open look. His three is good. And in the blink of an eye, the Brooklyn lead is 21. Under 4 minutes to play. What a night for James Harden, now 34 points. Tatum into the lane. Nice right-handed finish for two. 3:30 to play in this one. Harden ahead for Bruce Brown. Out it goes to Durant. Another three-point make. Kevin Durant from the left wing. Brooklyn just adding salt into the wound of Boston. It's now a 22-point game, but Tatum responds with a three-pointer himself. 120-101. Tatum with 30 points now. That's a hopeless pass, but Smart can't save it. Good effort from Marcus Smart. But it will stay with Brooklyn. 10 on the shot clock. Danny Ainge is in attendance for this one at Barclays Center. Could he be stepping down? I've heard rumors that it could happen. Some changes will have to be made for Boston this offseason. Brooklyn will close it out after this. 2:49 to play. A timeout. Welcome back, everybody. The fans at Barclays Center are enjoying themselves as the Nets have a 120-101 lead. 2:49 left. It's all smiles for Brooklyn. Claxton cuts to the rim. Oh, he missed the dunk. Wow. He blew that play. Now it's Romeo Langford. Langford takes it strong. Layup is good. $17-point game. And there's a Langford steal. Takes it away from Johnson. Langford trying to do it himself and does. Couple of buckets for Langford out of the timeout. A reminder what's on tap tomorrow in the NBA playoffs. 4 Game 5s on the docket. At 7 Eastern, it's the Wizards and Sixers. At 7:30, Hawks Knicks. At 9:30, it's the Grizzlies and Jazz. And then at 10 to close out a busy night of action, it's the Mavericks and Clippers. That layup converted by Tatum. Under 2 to play. Tatum with his 12th field goal, 32 points now. Claxton to Shamet. Shamet working on Thompson. Thompson all over him. And that's a nice block. Here's Fournier. Fournier pulls up. Looks for the pass. It makes its way to Tatum. Tatum contested 3. That's a brick. Rebound by Harris. Now the Celtics with a full court press. Brooklyn advanced the ball to the front court. 70 seconds remain. Bruce Brown in the lane, back outside, open look, Harris the 3. 123-107, icing on the cake for Brooklyn. Into the final minute. Nice cut by Thompson. He'll be fouled by Joe Harris. Thompson going to the line for some consolation free throws late, but the result is imminent now. The Brooklyn Nets will move on to round 2 to face the Milwaukee Bucks. That should be an intriguing series, especially after the way the Bucks handled the Heat in 4 games. First free throw rolls in for Thompson. 58 seconds left in the Celtics season. A disappointing season will come to a close. Yeah, maybe the Bucks will have more luck. I mean, the Bucks are obviously a better team. I think they'll put up a fight against Brooklyn. Should be a good series, I think. Lakers Suns is coming up next. Should be a good nightcap to NBA playoff action today. Thompson will hit the second. I'm not with you there, Crow. But I appreciate you tuning in. Nonetheless, even if you want the Nets, that's all right. I hope the Bucks beat the Nets. I can't stand Brooklyn. This is Mike James. James will back it out. 3-point shot blocked by Parker. Pritchard. The lead pass. Parker can't save it. And the Celtics will turn it over. I'm just telling the truth. Here's Chris Chiozza. Defended by Jabari Parker. Yeah. The Hawks won't have any chance against Philly. But yeah, the Sixers are certainly a contender in the East as the Nets will happily take a shot clock violation. The Celtics will dribble it out. Neesmith to do so. There's the horn. This game's final. This series is over. 123-109. The Brooklyn Nets defeat the Boston Celtics in Game 5. And they win the series 4-1. An updated look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Brooklyn win this series 4-1. They'll face Milwaukee in the next round. Milwaukee, who swept Miami 4-0 in the top half of the East bracket. Philadelphia with a 3-1 lead over Washington, and then a 3-1 lead for Atlanta over New York. Well, that will do it for my broadcast, everybody. Yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully the Celtics will do better next year, but they've got to make some moves if that's going to happen. They've got to shake some things up, that's for certain. You enjoy the stream? Well, that's what I love to hear. Glad you did, Young, and thanks everyone who tuned in to tonight's broadcast. The Brooklyn Nets victorious in the series. They win it in 5. At least I still have the Bruins. When it comes to the postseason right now, I will be on the call for the rest of the Bruins Islanders series. And I'll be doing some more NBA playoff games as well as other NHL playoff games. That's for certain. All right, I'll see you, Crow. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the broadcast. And before I sign off, I'll actually let you guys listen into James Harden's post-game thoughts before I conclude the stream.
Together to figure out who you are. Of course, since we dealt so much adversity, injuries, COVID protocol, whatever the case may be, we dealt with a lot of adversity throughout the regular season. So it felt good to get some meaningful games in. Obviously, in playoffs you don't want to lose, but I think it helped us out in the sense of it's time to lock in now. Somebody was a really good job. They're a tough Boston team. They were down a few players, a few of their main players, but they're fighting and made it tough for us.
James, that fourth quarter blitz was impressive to say the least, and everybody got in on it. Do runs like that put the league on notice for what you are capable of doing?
Yeah, that was a well done. We're a special group, man, especially when we lock in defensively. If we can get 3 or 4 stops in a row, we're a very special group. Because offensively, we can get it going. We got that much firepower.
James, congratulations. DA?
I appreciate it.
All right, there you hear the post-game thoughts of James Harden. What a performance from him tonight. And the big three did their job. Coming up next, it's Game 5 of Lakers-Suns, but that will conclude my broadcast. The Nets win this first-round series over the Celtics 4-1, and that sets up a date between Brooklyn and Milwaukee in the next round. What a series that promises to be. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Samuel Reese saying so long, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good night.